Well, he rock and roll. This will be his 25th year of being in business here in Raleigh, Durham. Just to say that alone is an accomplishment. Most businesses don't last past 3 years, and you have been doing it on your own, your business, doing your thing. He is the CEO of G. Allen Inc., and he's calling in on Kelly Company Trade Hotline. He's our next recipient that we're highlighting, daylighting for Salute the Champions Class 2019. Greg Harris, what's going on, man? How you doing?
Good morning, fellas. Good morning. How are y'all doing today?
Good, man. How you doing?
We're doing good, man.
Got my little backdrop music. Shout out to my kids, Niall and Austin.
Okay, yeah.
What up, kids?
And they listen to the Sports Shop each and every morning as well, though.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes, they call you Uncle Reese and Uncle K-Mac.
Well, tell them thank you for listening.
So this gentleman obviously has a huge apparel company across the board. Matter of fact, he's a graduate of University of Notre Dame. That's why whenever we talk about Notre Dame, he
gets a little prickly.
He gets a little sensitive in his own feelings.
Gets a little prickly.
By the way, Greg, I want to remind you that your Fighting Irish went down to Wake Forest last night. I just want you to know that. So I just don't.
Are women the defending national champions last night?
But,
No.
Fencing team, the defending national champions lost last night?
If that's your go-to, then I ain't mad at you for that. But no, Greg.
I always go with the champion.
On another note, man, we followed you over the years. We worked with you. We know what you do, and not only as your business, but what you do in the community. And we K-Mac and I felt that it was, and along with some other people, felt that it was imperative that you be part of this class, man. And let's talk about, if you will, how you got started in your business and what was the impetus of you starting your own company.
Well, I was working as an accountant in Atlanta, and when you start looking at your career path and you start seeing older people who are working in that path, and you start saying, okay, how do I get to where I want to be in life? And I was an accountant, and I was like, hey, I want to do something different. So I just kind of punted. I came to North Carolina Central University. I started taking grad classes, and I was coaching football. Mm-hmm. And while I was coaching football, my dad sent me down to get some coach's gear. And I went down to a local embroidery shop and got some gear, and it was nice, and people liked it. And next thing you know, I formed a relationship with the owner, started working with him and learning the business. And I did that for about 2.5 years while I was in grad school and coaching. I'd go down there and work, especially during the off season. And next thing you know, I started to do pretty well and develop the client base. And I just started out on my own. I figured that I was called to start my own business and to make a difference doing that. And that was over 25 years ago. And now it's what I do. It's all I've ever done. A lot of people don't know that, it's pretty much all I've ever done is run my own business. I never, had a moonlighting job or anything like that. I just kind of put my nose to the grindstone. I go to work every day and I try to do a good job. I believe, money is a byproduct of doing a great job, and every order counts, no matter how big or small. And I try to treat everybody with respect, and I try to do a great job at all times on every product, no matter whether we're donating it, whether it's a big sale or small sale. So it's just taking pride in what I do every day, and everything else will fall in place.
We're talking with Greg Allen Harris, the owner and CEO of G. Allen Incorporated, who is one of our 2019 Salute to Champions recipients for this year. And, Greg, I wanted to just kind of briefly touch on something that you just mentioned. You talked about starting out and how you started and how you got involved, how you kind of made your way. But for a lot of people that want to be entrepreneurs, a lot of people want to start their own businesses or start anything. A lot of times you don't know what you don't know, right? But what is it about starting your business that you just need to keep in the forefront of your mind when it comes to dealing with your client base and the product that you produce each and every day?
Well, personally, the first thing everybody needs to know, it's not going to be easy. Mm-hmm. So you're going to have to work. It's going to require some dedication. It's going to require some sacrifice, at least on the personal side. It's going to require a lot of help because G. Allen Incorporated is not about me. It's not just about me. It's about all the people that we've helped along the way. It's about all the people that helped us along the way. And there have been a lot of people who've helped us. And on the business side, I didn't do as much planning as I counsel other people to do. Mm-hmm. these days the climate's a little different. There's a lot of competition, a lot of people starting their own businesses. So, having some financial backing is always good. Or if you're working, try to build your business while you're working for a company. I didn't get to work for a company for a long time, so I had immense pressure to succeed. So I would work all the time. I mean, even today I work a lot. But I would plan better, and I would put myself in a position where I was able to control my finances and to pay my bills. And if I had a job, I would keep that job until I was fully able to support myself. And if I didn't have a job, I would look for some financing somewhere.
Wow. Again, we're talking to Greg Harris, who is owner and CEO of G. Allen Inc., if you will, and he's recipient, Salute to Champions recipient for 2019 class, and guys doing great things. But we talk about your business and how successful you've been in your business. Why you feel it's important? I know you do so much in the community and involved in so many causes. Why do you think, as a business, from a business perspective, and as a gentleman that lives in this community, why do you think it's just so important to get involved in the community?
Well, as a business, I mean, we're serving the community in more ways than one. So you have to be a good corporate citizen. You have to get out. You have to improve your community. Just as a human being, a person that lives in the Triangle, you want to see others do well. You want to improve the area. You want to give back because you've been blessed, to have so many different things and so many connections. And people are blessed in different ways.
Yes.
Some people are blessed with money. Some people are blessed with connections. Some people are blessed with immense talent. And you have to figure out what you're blessed with, and you have to use that to help others. And, it feels good to help other people. It feels good to be a part of something. And, the more people you meet, the more things you get involved in. K-Mac and I are involved in Hope for the Brave. We adopted them as a sponsorship. I do a lot of things with Pastor Nate Davis at World Overcomer Church. And there are little things that nobody knows about. People who need their rent paid for a month. Kids who need Christmas. My wife and I, we fed people for Thanksgiving. Nobody knows about those little things we do. And other people do it all the time as well. But you have to be involved in the community. You have to give back. You have to help others. I mean, it's biblical. We have to help other people who are less fortunate. And, you feel good about it. And, a lot of things we do because we just want to do them. We don't want any recognition. We don't want any accolades. We do it because at the end of the day, it's the right thing to do.
Wow.
We're talking with Greg Allen, CEO of G. Allen Inc. And Greg, I always ask, a similar question, same question to most every panelist that's come on the show, and I'm asking you the same question. Is there one thing that you probably got started in, that you probably got involved in, and you thought, I know exactly how this is going to work. I already know the outcome. I know it's going to be. But once you really got involved, you realized it was something totally different, and it completely surprised you.
Of course, marriage. Come on, man, that's easy.
I've been asking this question for almost 5 years.
Yeah.
This is the first time anyone's ever said marriage. That's pretty good. I like it. I like it because you're exactly right.
I mean, marriage. I love my wife. Everybody knows I love my wife. I think the world of her. But, you can't imagine, all the things that go on in your personal life that, there's so much help I need personally that, that she provides. That, I'm like, I couldn't do nothing. Like, I couldn't do anything without her.
It's a two-part question that I've been asking people all the time as well. Who inspired you, and who do you look up to?
I've had some really good mentors. First, God inspires me.
Yep.
I mean, that's just an easy answer for everybody. I mean, if you just follow his teachings, you'll be fine. But I've had some really good mentors. When I was in college, I had Charlie Watkins was a great mentor for me, and Mr. and Mrs. Rob Smith. All of them have passed now, but they were great mentors and helped me get through things that happened at Notre Dame.
Yeah.
When I got to Durham, Aaron Spalding and Ben Ruffin, great Ben Ruffin.
Oh, man, Ben Ruffin's great, frat brother, man. Great guy.
I used to talk to them every day about business. They talked to me about, Greg, all business and good business. They talked to me about treating clients, talking to clients, developing relationships. how you mentor people. Ben Ruffin, number one thing, and I do it to this day, is he always talked to the workers because they could tell you what was going on in any company. The people in the kitchen, the people digging the ditches, they knew everything that was going on, and it was a problem. They could say, hey, we should do it this way because it takes us longer if we do it that way. So, always knowing, keeping your, ear to the road, or keeping your finger on the pulse, however you want to say it, but you're always knowing how things are doing. And then, of course, my parents have been great mentors to me. My dad has been a great. He went to work every day. I tell my wife knows my dad went to work every day. I don't think he ever took a sick day, and that he instilled that in me. My mom was extremely prudent. Go to Montgomery Ward, there's quality. Buy Michelin tires. Buy Amoco gas. I mean, she was into those things. She taught me about that. And then nowadays, probably my wife's father, my father-in-law, is extremely successful executive with Norfolk Southern, and he talks to me about business and relationships and the nuances of developing relationships, kind of like what me and you and K-Mac have. We talk about family, and we talk about developing people, and just those things. I think people have mentors and people they look up to their whole life, and you always have to seek those people because you always need good counsel.
Right.
Because you can't do everything by yourself, and you're not the smartest guy in the room. You just want to be the guy with the most resources in the room. They don't have to be financial. They could be, I call it intellectual capacity, people who can think, people who are smart. So I'm always looking for good mentors. And, of course, I got Ray Versack and Michael Jordan Nissan. He's a very good mentor to me. And a bunch of guys you guys know that I talk to all the time, Ralph Frazier, Damian Moore, Reuben Freeman, my crew of guys that we do philanthropic stuff with. So it's a big mix of guys. And, of course, I talk to you guys a lot about different things, especially community things.
Yeah. Hey, man, we are so excited to have you part of this class. We've been spot on with the people that was nominated and that's part of this class. And keep on keeping on, man. We're looking forward to seeing you next week at the luncheon. And, man, you're a great service to the community, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, brother.
I appreciate it. And in closing, I just want to say that, this is a great month to honor people. But, like I've told a lot of people, we do things all year long. And they want to highlight it in February, which is fine. But just keep doing what we do every day, all day, every year, every month. It makes a difference. And you guys are making a big impact because a lot of people you touch, you don't even know. You've touched their lives through the radio, through your, appearances or through your philanthropic efforts. You guys touch a lot of people, and I just appreciate what you do, the way you handle yourself, and it's an honor to be associated with you. It's an honor to be your friends, and it's an honor to know that we're going to do even greater things in the future, and we're going to inspire others to do great things, and we're going to make a difference in the Triangle.
Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the kind words.
Thank you, sir.
Give us Greg Harris, man. Take care, brother.
All right, brother. Later.